Hey guys, hopefully this is a smooth live. I'm trying to locate an area in my office where the reception will be better. I'm also working on some other avenues so that my reception is A1 like day one, uh, prior to me moving. But there's a lot we're going to cover within this hour, this next hour. Uh, you know, Nature Boy's clapping back again, trying to um clear up his name and the alleged false charges that he is running to the bank with, that he didn't R anybody, and trying to expose Jenae, aka Neytiri, and the channel holder who has been very supportive to Neytiri, trying to expose that. And the Carbonation girls were on Big Go yesterday with Ebb and Keys, and they were talking with them. And there again, I don't know where it came from, because the last lawyer told him to keep his mouth closed. um I don't know why he feels as though he can just start talking about the victim, the alleged charges, and him being innocent, and not understanding that there's a consequence that might come with that. It might be because he just picked up another charge for trying to smuggle drugs into the jail. His bond on that is $15,000, on top of not having a bond on the R charge. So we're going to get into all of that. I want to start with Jaguar Wright, because she is really concerning me. Last night she was on live with Davey, which is a friend of hers. He's a commentary channel that I'm subscribed to as well, and she's really close with him. And she was talking at first, you know, like she was, healing. Like maybe the time that she spent in jail made her think a little bit. But towards the end of the conversation, the live that he had did with Jaguar Wright, she started to sound a little bit like Jaguar Wright. Like you can tell when, soon as she gets a cell phone and she's able to get access to the internet because she has a cell phone, she's gonna go back to, the crazy bugged out Jaguar Wright that we all know. What was concerning to me is the fact that because she wasn't in the institution long enough, sometimes it takes up to maybe 30 days for people who are on medication to get their prescriptions ordered and sent over to the infirmary for them to take. What was concerning to me was because she wasn't able to take the medication while locked up in jail, because like we all said, that's not the right place for her to be anyways. She needs to be in a facility where she can get help, and that would have been really a mental institution. She should be somewhere where she would have been able to get that psych med that she needs in order to keep her calm, cool, and collective. And she was not able to, because of the simple fact that she was in prison, and there's a different order of priorities, and sometimes it's not people's psych meds. But she was on the live and she was saying that because she'd been without the medication for this long, she doesn't feel as though she needs it. She feels as though she's in a better space without the medication. But what concerns me the most is she wasn't taking the medication when she was out. And this is what started the mayhem and the bad judgment, and her going to these psych wards, and her, getting arrested and so forth. So it really concerned me when she was on Davy's page, and she was talking in the manner that she was talking in. Now, I'm gonna play, shout out to Davy, a little bit of what was said in the conversation. Like I said, we have to respectfully give credit to the channel holder whose video it is. We cannot play the whole video because that's copyright, and we must do commentary to the video in order for it to be fair use. So respectfully, I hope you understand that. And then we'll get into the girls who appeared on Big O yesterday. I don't know how this is gonna work out for them because right now Nature Boy that made them girls his co-defendant. That means they have been charged and they have a case pending alongside Nature Boy for trying to smuggle alleged drugs with the a drawing a draw what is it called, a drone, one of those little airplanes that take pictures from the sky, and he dropped the ball, and the people who set up the package went down with him too, and that was the wives. So, there's a lot that we're going to cover, but I want you just to listen to a little bit of what was said. I'm not going to be like a lot of channel holders who will just play somebody's whole video. We don't do that over here. That's not cool. I don't like people doing it to my stuff, and I'm not going to do it to nobody else's, respectfully. But we're going to listen to a little bit of what she had to say, and let's see if we're on the same page. That I just hope that she gets herself together, because it just still sounds like she's heading nowhere fast, and it's a really scary situation. She seems like she already got life figured out, and it's just not where it's at. It really isn't. It says Jaguar Wright hasn't changed. Why Sean isn't worried about Jaguar going back to jail? Well, and that's so funny that I just read that, because I was just saying myself, I don't think she has changed, and I think that she's going to, I hate to say it, be back in the same situation. Um, I don't wish no one to be in jail, so I'm not going to say that, but I feel as though she's going to be in a messed up situation one way or another. Whether it's in a mental institution or jail, she's going to end up back in her situation again if she does not clean up her act. So this is a conversation, a little bit of the conversation I'm going to play of what was talked about. I wish somebody was in the chat so they could let me know if they could hear this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna share the screen, But like I said, this is not my content. I don't want to be playing this man's whole entire video, because respectfully, it's his content. And people, we're adults, and you should be able to understand where I'm coming from, or where anybody's coming from, when they're trying to explain to you what's going on in the present time with somebody. And we shouldn't have to always share videos and all this other stuff. You should be able to know that I did my due diligence, and I'm bringing back the information, and it's accurate. We don't need receipts. We know that Jaguar Wright is got some mental issues. She's very sick now. She needs to get help. She's in denial. And we don't need receipts for that. To be honest with you, I don't honestly think she should even be online, even putting her business out there like that. I guess to a point, I kind of commend her, because if I'm going through problems in my life, I'm not sharing it with you guys. I don't owe you to share my life story with you guys, so you guys can have something to say. And for her to be up here just, doing this to herself, and then people criticizing her, she got the hate train, and then she got the supporters. It's just too much stress. And I just don't understand how she keeps putting herself through this. But if you like it, I love it. That's how I look at it. So I'm gonna play a little bit of what Sean was listening to on his channel that Jaguar Wright had to say, and then we'll take it from there. Then I'll get into, like I said, the Nature Boy situation, because he's back into the picture and he's trying to clear his name. And I think the reason why he's doing that is because he's in more trouble. You got caught smuggling drugs into the jail and you failed. And now you got another charge that you got in jail. That's crash dummy. So let's listen to this.
Body, it started going through things.
All right, here we go.
The whole dirty birdie girl.
Yeah.
Was happening in the background, and I didn't know. And then, boom, we go to Phoenix, and then, boom, my car is blown up. And then I don't
Her
know
car
who
was
it is.
blown up.
He's gaslighting me. And then, boom, more police. And then Legina comes, and then more police. And then, boom, the white warrant. And I'm hospitalized again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it has been, and all of these things have been triggered by my husband's reaction to that 1 million view video in 3 weeks.
So everybody was jealous of her with the 1 million view video. That's how you know she hasn't changed.
And then next thing you know, me and my family are moving, and we're moving into the house that we wanted and that we prayed for, and we were ready. And all we had to do was get through the Tasha K interview. And it was like, man, Philadelphia, we're about to take it to the next level, even though, things are crazy.
So I want to say again, shout out to Sean Davy Way. I'm going to put in the top of the description box when I get off his link so you can go subscribe to his channel. This is his content. I am doing a live commentary to it. We will not be playing his whole video. But I just wanted to let you guys hear how delusional Jaguar Wright still sounds. And, I don't expect her to not sound delusional because you don't heal in 30 days. She didn't get like that overnight, and she's not going to heal within 30 days overnight. Trying to get, oh God.
Even though he's like, we're still there. And then I'm doing a hot tub, and the police show up and arrest me.
They just showed up
because my bond was revoked.
Because you wasn't going to your visits.
And then 6 weeks a prisoner. Now, let's just be clear on something. Any one of those instances would have been enough to send someone who was mentally unstable over a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those things, month after month, like literally almost every 2 weeks, it was another catastrophe. And still, I wasn't found incompetent, and still, I'm not schizophrenic, and still, I'm holding it together, and still.
Oh, really?
So this time, then status. I know it's the devil. I know this is the spiritualist.
Everybody else except Jaguar.
I know you're using. Show me what. As of right now, no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. When I was on the medication, my body, it started going through things. I put on almost 20 pounds without even trying. I was having bouts with insomnia. I didn't have my cycle for almost 2 months. Like, literally, my body, while I was in jail, just started regulating back, and now my cycle's back to normal. Like, it literally just changed everything, and being forced to go without
She
it.
needs
Prayer, meditation, doing yoga in my cell every day, doing calisthenics in my cell every day, drinking water, cleansing myself physically and spiritually of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I finally got to Dallas, and then they tried to re-administer meds, they put all these extra medications on me. And then the next thing you know, I woke up, my cellmate.
I'm sitting here talking to you guys and the mute button's on. So anyways, I stopped the video. I'm sorry, guys. I did not realize that the mute button went on. The cord came out. I'm concerned about Jaguar because I feel like she has not left to go to jail yet or to a psych ward. I feel like she's never left yet. She sounds like the Jaguar that was the Jaguar prior to getting locked up. Her own husband admits, hey, Keisha, her own husband admits that he has to take his medication. He's licensed to carry a pum. If he's not taking his medication on the times that he's supposed to take it, he might pum somebody. He admits it. Only way a person can change their circumstances, their situation, is if they admit to what the problem is. If you're in denial or you point the finger or you say it's this one's fault and you never point it at yourself, then you're not dealing with the issue head on. And you're in denial about it. And you're not going to change because you don't think anything's wrong with you. It's everyone else around you that something's wrong with. And for you to make Sean, who helped get you out of jail, be convinced that because the local authorities, where you shouldn't even have been in the first place, didn't give you your medication and you're fine, that you don't need your medication, that's a bull-faced lie. Because we all know that if she does not take her medication, she is going to go back to jail or to a psych ward. Period, point blank. She is going to go back to a psych ward. Because she wasn't taking her medication prior to getting locked up. And that's why she was getting locked up, because her judgment was flawed. And it was because she wasn't taking her medication. And it's really sad she doesn't think that she needs a medication. I know people in my real life, convince themselves that they don't need to take their psych meds. And guess where they end up? In jail. They don't even get put in the facilities that they're supposed to be in. They put these people in jail. Not psych wards where they can get the help that they need, the counseling they need, people that they can talk to that went to school for this. She don't understand that people don't care about you, Jaguar, right? If you don't take your meds and you mess up again, they're going to be sitting there looking at you just like a statistic. You keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to keep getting the same results. We're going to keep locking you up. They don't care that she needs help. They're not recognizing that Jaguar Wright needs help. Jaguar Wright doesn't even recognize that she needs help. And somebody's going to get hurt in the process. And it's so sad that she started off on the phone call sounding all normal. And it's so sad she went right back to the left. Just giving us the signs, just the way she was talking, that I'm Jaguar Wright and I have not changed. I have not changed. I have no plans in changing. I'm not going to change. And to me, it's sad. It's really sad because, it's a bad hit. It's a bad hit, man. Especially when you blaming everybody else around, like you blaming everybody else around you, like you ain't part of the problem. You're probably 95% of the problem. And the other people are 5% because you allow them into your life to help really tilt you. It's just a real sad situation.
Tito looked at me and said, "What's wrong with your face?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Your face is swelling up." And I said, "What?" And then my mouth started feeling funny. And
she's trying to make it make sense. Oh, I can't take the medication now because my body won't take the medication.
Sores all over my gums, and my tongue was raw. My lips started rawing out, and then I started breaking out into a rash all over my body. I literally had to stay in bed for a day because, it was just itching. And I'm like, "What's going on?" I took the medicine again, and then it got worse. And then there was this metallic, and then the bleeding started even more. And I'm like, "This is poisoning me. I can't take it." And that's when I refused to take any more meds in Dallas. And I reported it. I wrote my kites and I did all of that. And the doctor never responded. They kept telling me,
she really
"You take
needs
the meds,
help.
you take the
she
meds."
don't even get it.
I did take the meds. And in 2 days, my face swelled up. I got bleeding gums. I got rash. I'm not doing it. You're poisoning me. I'm not doing it.
She's not really trying to take the
medication. And then once again,
nothing's wrong with her.
Started regulating, and everything was fine. I think what bothered people more than anything was that all of this craziness didn't trigger me into some kind of psychosis. Which is why I thought it was so funny.
I know Sean's like, ooh, child.
At Dallas, I did the competency evaluation. Matter of fact, I did that competency evaluation twice. I did it once with Dr. Pittman, and I did it once with my mental health public defender. They both asked me the same question. I asked them both. My mental health attorney told me I passed. Dr. Pittman said I failed. Isn't that interesting?
When you have the competency hearing, the competency
sound
hearing,
like me. I know it.
Are they going to request you take the test again?
My lawyer is going to request that I take it in front of the judge, so that the judge can witness it for himself. I've taken 6 competency hearings this year, and the only one that I supposedly failed was the one that Dr. Pittman did at Down Jail.
So
that's all the rest.
So with you stating that you had to do multiple competency tests this year, wouldn't one would think that, okay, well, if I'm prescribed medication, then if I take the medication, maybe I won't have these competency hearings.
Right.
But you feel that you shouldn't take the medication.
I have to go through that if she took the medication.
You do okay without it?
Well, I'm not having any breakdowns. I'm not.
You was having breakdowns when you was out and you wasn't taking that medication?
Since my husband hasn't been around me. Matter of fact, I get better and better every day. I didn't realize how much his psychosis was triggering me.
Oh, man. It's
calmer.
everybody's fault except hers.
I'm
That's how
good.
you know she's not
Well, I mean, I
healed.
must admit, you have brought his name up, and you don't like go crazy about it, like like get irate about. You do seem to be calm when you speak of certain people now, so that's growth. So shout out to you for that. That is growth. I mean, it is. Y'all gotta admit, that this is growth. Because normally, y'all know how Jack she'll go off, but she just simply just said that and kind of just, so okay, all right,
Acceptance.
growth. Little piece. Go on, girl. So you feel calmer without certain people being around you.
Yeah.
You have not tried to reach out to honestly anybody besides family. That's the only people
For
that you've
now.
requested me
For now.
reach out to. You haven't requested me reach out to anybody else. Just
Hey,
family, your son,
Angel
and your
Wings.
mother. Is the only people you wanted me to reach out to.
Did you get your notification, sis? Because I'm wondering where's the crowd at? Did you get it, Angel Wings? Did you get yours, Keisha? Yeah, it's a sad situation, Keisha. I'm shaking my head too because it's just a matter of time. People just don't get the way Jaguar Wright gets overnight. I'm sorry, and they don't change overnight. It's a process. And for her to go to jail for whatever 6 weeks, whatever how long she was in jail for, and then she's gonna think that she's healed, changed, she saw the light. No, doesn't happen like that. Why is he speaking for her? She exactly. She has not changed a lick, Angel. Yeah, because I'm wondering, did you just get it, Angel Wings? 'Cause I'm wondering why. Where's the crowd at? But anyways, we're gonna move forward on to Nature Boy because Carbonation Girls have once again came out the bushes, and last night they did something with Brandon Keys and Ebb on Big Go, and they also did, I guess, a documentary, small little uh documentary, basically proving Nature Boy's innocent, uh bringing up the victim, which I don't think is a sure bet that they should be doing that. They've been told before to let that go. I think that because Nature Boy got in trouble with that smuggling of them drugs, he probably don't have nothing to lose at this point. So he might not care. I don't know. I can't really tell you. But all I know is that it wouldn't be me. But hey, it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start sharing this information with y'all because y'all probably be more interested in that because we really haven't heard too much from Nature Boy lately. And I was kind of surprised that he came back out the woodwork with the nonsense. But yeah, he's back. He's back with the BS. So here we go. Here goes. A lot of people are covering this right now.
Okay. So basically what he did was posted a couple videos of you without your consent, right?
Right.
On Twitter.
Right.
Anything else?
He also had his women abuse me, like jump me. So that's another thing. All right. Well.
But yeah, I would not join any more cults, and just.
Wow. This is something the girls put together for Nature Boy.
At this point, I'm looking at him in the eyes, and me being dumb, I got manipulated back in. Literally, like I couldn't resist him in that moment. In that moment, I was really vulnerable, and he knew exactly what to say to me to help have me stay there with him. And yeah, we did make love in that moment.
They're
I'm
bringing
just like
that back
being a
up
stupid
again.
ass, like letting him manipulate me back into the situation and allowing him to have sex with me. So at this point, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm stupid as fuck because I'm a sucker for fucking love.
Mm-mm-mm. That girl about to have that baby any day now, and they're bringing this up again.
Do you realize that what he did to you before you left was, do you think that it was truly lovemaking and making love to you, or do you feel that it was, that it was coercion, which is pretty much one step down from, sexual abuse?
No, I know that it wasn't love because it just felt fake. It just felt like he was acting and just to keep me. Like I'm just some kind of trophy to keep and not, share with the world. It's just, I'm just something to just collect dust on the shelf. And I felt stupid. I felt real dumb because I'm supposed to be this strong ass woman, but I fell right back into it, So yeah, I know it wasn't.
You're gonna get through it, sis.
I know it wasn't real. I knew that he was like just having sex to me just to have sex with me so I can stay, thinking all I needed was dick, and that wasn't it. What I wanted was love, real genuine true love from him and the family, forgiveness, and I didn't even get that. So I just wanted to leave at that point.
It's sad how he did those people over there. And to add an insult to injury, she's about to have a baby in a couple of weeks or a week or so. Loyal got murdered allegedly, and somebody tried to start a fire to get rid of the evidence. And now this.
That's when then he made love to me.
Here we go with this.
And at this point, he's looking me in my eyes and telling me this and that and third. We made love.
And his wives might really go to jail for what they did recently, trying to smuggle drugs in the jail, but they're still trying to fend for him. You won't be able to do that if you're in bars. This is sad, man. This is really
the first
sad.
inconsistency. It says Noelle goes into the residence to say goodbye, and Mr. Bishop moved her into another room.
Listen to Efru, the
The
one he
alleged
treated the
victim
worst.
never says this. It was also added, she stated Mr. Bishop began to tell her not to leave and to bring her stuff back. In the detective's audio interview with the alleged victim never says this. It continues to read that she stated she continued to tell him she wanted to leave, and he became irate. It is clear that the detectives added this because the alleged victim never describes Mr. Bishop as irate, angry, or forceful. The detectives continue to describe Mr. Bishop as if he's a criminal because it then says that Mr. Bishop told her that she wasn't allowed to leave. It then reads, she continued to ask to leave and began crying. They mixed the alleged victim's words up to make it seem like she was in danger. It says she stated Mr. Bishop began to attempt to have sex with her.
They kill me how they try to act like they aren't
and
victims
she
either.
told him
Those
no,
other wives were victims
but he
too.
continued. She stated they made love because she didn't want to fight him off any longer. The alleged victim never says these words. She continues to consistently describe her interaction with Mr. Bishop as lovemaking. In the previous audio recordings, the alleged victim clearly states that she gave it to him willingly because she has feelings
They're
for Mr.
showing
Bishop.
denial too, the wives that are still left.
In the arrest warrant, it describes the situation completely different from the alleged victim's statement. It uses words like forcibly and against her will by keeping her in a room. The detectives continue to add that he forced himself onto her. Considering all of the evidence available, it is clear Mr. Bishop is being maliciously prosecuted.
it's just really sad. I had the mute on again, of course, but it's really sad that this girl. I don't know if I said this and you heard this part because I have the mute button on, so I'm gonna repeat it again. She's never, in my opinion, enjoyed the 9 months being pregnant because people have tried their hardest to make it miserable for this girl. And it's sad. Yeah, she can have another kid and do it all over again, and get away from the environment. But this is her first child. This is her first motherhood, and it's conveniently that Nature Boy picks up another charge for doing some crash dummy stuff in jail. I feel as though he has nothing to lose. He's got a bond for $15,000 on that second charge that he picked up in jail, and a no bond on the R charge. Then, to add insult to injury, Loyal comes up unalived. It's a homicide. Somebody was trying to burn that house down, and this is my opinion. And I mean, it's not really an opinion, but just to keep myself safe, I'm going to say opinion. They try to burn the house down to get rid of the evidence. Nature Boy knows all this madness, all this demonic stuff that's going on. And maybe a week before this girl has her baby, they want to victimize her even further. The co-defendants, which are his wife. They want to victimize her even further. And she's got about a week or two before she has that baby. It's like, give that girl some peace. Whatever's done in the dark's going to come out to the light. If you're an innocent man, get on that stand. You say your side of the story and let the jury decide. Because it's already been decreed how God wants things to go. You can't change the way life rolls. Karma is real. I feel as though he's getting his karma, and he can't accept it. It says, as much as I hate to say now, I believe Jenae did too much getting Nature Boy locked up. She literally lied on him. I don't think he awed her, honestly. I don't think so either. Like I said, me and her at a peaceful space. I think that she was very upset that she used herself to get to Sassy Solar, and she was angry with Nature Boy because she knew that Nature Boy knew why she wanted to be over in Carbonation, and that was to be with Solar. And his attitude was like, if you want to be over in Carbonation, you'll be over here, but you're not going to be with Solar. You're going to either be with me or you can stay where you're at. And I think that last time when she left was she was tired. She was bitter, and she was over it. You know what I'm saying? And he probably, took her over the edge because he's pinning revenge porn on Twitter. For what? We already know what you was over there doing with them girls. Humiliating her like she was trash. And sometimes people do things out of anger to get back. You know what I'm saying? It says, my earpods. That's okay, Angel Wings. There's been a couple of times I've been on this live, honey, and I've been talking with the mute button on. So I've been malfunctioning the whole 41 minutes I've been on this live. So that's okay. I feel like Jenae, I think she's entitled. Her ego is too big for me. Yeah, but I think she's maturing now that she's pregnant. When I've talked to her offline, she seems to have matured a lot. And I think she's starting to see things for what it is. That's just my opinion. And I wish her the best. Right now, I'm not gonna throw her underneath the bus and drag her and throw her back underneath the bus. she's got to focus on being a mother right now. I don't want to see her under no stress. You know what I'm saying? Says, I bet if he made her queen, it wouldn't have been no revenge, nothing. They're getting busy on Twitter. So I'm gonna, yeah, it could, right, you could be right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play um the audio, well, the video that they did with Ebony and Keys last night. So hold on one second. I'm gonna play that so y'all can hear that. I don't know where everybody's at. But we gonna play it. They can see the replay afterwards. Hey, it is what it is and stuff. I'm trying to be consistent. Again, it's kind of hard, but I'm settled in now. So, I'm trying to, be present. But like I said, it's probably gonna take me some time to get YouTube to get me off of shadow ban and to send out my notifications, because I have not been consistent, so I can't really complain. I'm very grateful for the people that are in here supporting me. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Right, I wish her the best too. She's okay, very talented. It's just my opinion. Oh, no question, natural me. And you're entitled to that, and you're being respectful about it, so no question. And what you're saying is not a bad thing. It, like you said, is your opinion, and you're speaking your mind, and you're being respectful about it. It's a real unfortunate situation, but at the same time, Nature Boy put himself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel bad for him, because he really was trying his luck. And then his luck ran out, and that's why he's in the situation that he's in right now. And that's how I look at it. So I want to play this video here. Shout out to this channel holder. Please go subscribe to this young lady's channel here. What is it? How do you pronounce it? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me share the screen first, because y'all know I be tearing up some names, honey. I be tearing up some names, honey. It is what it is. That's all I can tell you. It ain't like I do it on purpose. But we're going to listen to a little bit of it. Like I said, this is a commentary live. I will also put in the description box after this live stream where to go subscribe to this young lady's channel. 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛. I don't know how you pronounce it, but respectfully, I'm just telling you to go over there and subscribe to her channel. I found this recording from last night. I think she recorded a lot better than some of the other recordings that I saw. So I said I'm going to definitely use this in the commentary live that I'm doing today. So I will again put her link in the top of the description box of my live when I'm done, so you guys can go over and subscribe to her channel. And shout out to her, because this is her work. So let's listen to what the girls had to say in Ebony and Keys. This is crazy. It's all crazy.
Keys, I got the message from Keys. Keys, y'all in here. Cloud Chaser, y'all in here. True Teller, you in here.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me get out.
Yeah, so they was on there last night, Nature Girls. They're trying to do the free Nature Boy thing again. This happened out of nowhere. I guess they might as well do it now before they probably get sentenced for being the co-defendants for trying to smuggle in them drugs. I don't know. I would take myself home. I think they got in enough trouble. That was a crash dummy move, if you ask me.
Stop. Don't do that.
For real. Let me see if I could push this video up, because they ain't even saying that. I don't know what these people are doing.
And we've been trying to let, things play out as far as like the court cases or getting a bond as far as the court. We've been trying to see if they were going to let him get a bond. But since they still refuse to give him any type of rights or justice, we just decided to put it upon ourselves.
Why would they give him a bond? He's sitting up there smuggling drugs up in there.
Yes, we're here to speak the truth. That's it.
Yes, because in this video is pure facts. You can leave your subjective feelings to the side, because in this video is going to be pinpointing the facts and the evidence that we have for this case.
Oh, really? So now you're the jury.
Is innocent. So the video speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's facts. We're going to be picking through the video to show you how this is a malicious prosecution.
Can you even spell malicious prosecution, Malia?
As swatting. Now it turns into a malicious prosecution.
It's very clear in the video. So Keys, whenever you're ready to play it, we ready.
All right. Ed, you got the link? Hold on a second. Wait for Ed real fast.
Y'all need to be a little bit more organized than this, honey.
As long as
you
sent it to me, did you send me the link?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
child.
Hold on.
Did you send me the link? Eb over there doing them Percocets. She said, "Did you send me the link?" And Key's too busy doing hookah in his car and smoking cigars. Talking about, did you send me the link? You should know if he sent you the link or not. Ooh, child.
Eligio.
Okay, are y'all ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Go on now.
Yes, ready.
Come on now.
Are y'all ready for the
All right, go ahead now, Ebony.
Okay.
Ebony May.
Hold on.
Ooh, child.
Big O got all this.
You know you're on Big O. People attention span is not all that long. They so dumb too. Said they put
Okay.
on the end of broomstick. Oh my God. Of a broomstick, exactly. Naturally me.
Eligio Bishop is a controversial online spiritual teacher. He is a victim of swatting and now malicious prosecution. Before we get into the malicious prosecution, I want to show you a timeline of the multiple accounts Mr. Bishop's online critics have swatted him. Now, what is swatting? Swatting is the action or practice of making a prank call to emergency services in an attempt to bring about the dispatch of a large number of armed police officers to a particular address. The following will show swatting in Mexico, April 2019. There was no visual footage taken for this SWAT, but we have police documents showing that they did their research and found nothing wrong. After they investigated everyone, we were released and proceeded to travel to Nicaragua.
This is crazy.
Swatting in Nicaragua, June 28, 2019.
That's crazy. You want to come and see it? I know, that would have been funny. That's what they should have recorded. Exactly.
Y'all hear it?
That's what they should have recorded.
No, and then it's probably good to went to the embassy already know that stuff too.
A broomstick. Naturally, me, it probably fell in slow motion.
So we're gonna see what's going on. This is what I have to go through with trolls, bro. This is what I have to go through with trolls.
Well, stay off of the internet.
Let the U.S. Embassy know I'm being harassed. You feel what I'm saying? I'm being falsely accused, y'all. So we about to head out. See what's going on with that. And it's not true. That's crazy. They're forcefully accusing me right now.
He's just like Jaguar Wright. It's never his fault.
See what's going on. I got the police out here. This is what my trolls do to me. They out here with guns and everything.
That's what you do to yourself.
Come, take it in.
You want some back?
Yeah, they got Chief in there right now.
Right
Okay,
here,
so
this part, right here in Nicaragua, this is when they came and they took him. You see, he was in the van, right?
Yeah, right.
They took him out and drove off with the police officer's feet hanging out the door. That's how fast they took off and drove. They took off so fast, they tried to leave us so that we would not know where he was. If we did not chase after them, and I'm talking about we were flying on rural areas where we was bumps. You cannot go fast on these kind of roads. We had to literally chase
He's
them
such a
down
victim.
for at least 6 minutes. We were chasing them. And the only reason that they stopped, because now you could see that they on the regular street road, they slowed down because they saw that we was not going to let them go. And this place that they took him was so far from where we were that we would not have known where he was if we did not follow him. Imagine being somewhere in a foreign country. You don't know where these people is.
Isn't this when Velvet went into the U.S. Embassy? Somebody answer it, yes or no. She was supposed to be going in there for a passport or birth certificate, and she told them people, basically she's being held against her will or whatever the situation may have been, and they let her contact her father or whatever the situation happened, and then we find out when Velvet was in the U.S. Embassy, she had to have told them something according to Nature Boy's conversation when he was recording it in the room with Velvet. She had to have said something when she went into the embassy because he got arrested, and he was trying to say they look at him like a R. Kelly. So why is she doing all this? I'm not too sure if that's how he got arrested. It was Velvet going into the U.S. Embassy trying to get a birth certificate or passport or whatever she was trying to get, or it was one of the other times that they were watching them doing some stupidness, some stupid BS. But I know that there was one time Velvet did go into, I think, the U.S. Embassy, and she came out like she was calm, cool, and collected, but she was in there telling them people, he whooping on me, and he won't let me go. He got all my paperwork, and I can't leave United States. So and I remember when her father came. So that could have been in Mexico, but it's just so much stuff that's been going on with this dude, and he just keeps making it worse for himself. I just don't get it, man. I guess hurt people, and the only one he's really hurting at the end of the day is himself.
Taking you, they just kidnapped you, put you in a truck, and just drove off.
Ain't nobody kidnapped you.
In a political prison for 3 weeks.
Ooh.
You don't even know their language.
Everybody speaks Spanish. He didn't know what was going on. We literally had,
and y'all try to smuggle, I think, a phone in there too
to tell him what was going on because he had no information. And for the people just coming in the room, we playing the malicious prosecution video. Right now in the video, we just showing how 3 God has been going through this in many different countries where these trolls, these online critics, find our location and call the police and send them clipped up videos that they made of him, send them to the police and give them our address. So they come with the police with their big guns and take him. Sometimes he go, that's what's playing right now.
Yeah. And it shows that based upon all this shit, they paint a narrative about a person. All y'all, that was the same ones telling me, Nature Boy did this. Now, okay, where the charges at? Where the convictions at? He was kicked out of here. Where the charges, where the convictions, and it ain't none of this.
So even if you heard this, you saw the convictions, Brandon, you still
about him.
Defend him.
And the police, y'all,
people
the trolls
say you
use
mess
the
with Cherry the
haters
Boom.
use the goddamn police I mean, they use, what's the girl name? Neytiri? Cohabiting starter? Yeah, we ain't gonna say it? Okay, cool. Okay,
Don't
okay,
say her
okay.
name. You get some more
Okay.
charges.
That's what's happening.
Mess around, get some more charges saying her name.
But go ahead,
He put himself in that situation. Ask me.
He can't be being detained. He ain't do nothing. No, let us in, man. Yeah, watch out. Let us in, let us in. Let us in. We in the whole entire police compound, bro. These are all one police station. Oh, they made a left up there. I see where they made a left. See where they at. They telling us to park here.
Nicaragua police separate Mr. Bishop from the family and arrest him in Nicaragua's political prison. Fortunately, we find a Spanish-speaking lawyer to explain to Nicaragua police the online critics are posing false allegations. After 3 dreadful weeks, Mr. Bishop is released.
That shit was crazy what I went through, man. Like, I want to let y'all know everything that happened to me. My haters, as usual, they done this to me in Mexico. They done this to me in Belize. A bunch of them will call the U.S. Embassy and with the clipped up videos and all the things that they have to say about me. And they will make an alarm trigger. They contacted the local police in Nicaragua, my haters, actually. They, they call it gang stalking or whatever. So
I remember this. He said they call it gang stalking. If anybody was gang anybody, it was you. Because the stuff you was doing online, thinking it was okay, you don't even know if people's kids was in the living room or walk in there and see that disturbing stuff that you was putting on the internet. But the stuff that you was doing, I can't even see how you fix your mouth to even say the word gang stalking. It says, well, didn't y'all know y'all didn't speak Spanish before y'all went over there? Exactly how they're going to talk about them folks' language and y'all out of place. Exactly. It just don't make no sense.
So they called the police. They sent the videos, all kind of stuff. You know how they make me look online. They sent it, and
I know
Nicaragua was alarmed by that.
You're a victim.
Nicaragua had made up something to get me to come investigate me and to make sure that this wasn't true. They took me to this political prison, and 24-hour lockdown. I was treated like their worst prisoners.
Oh,
and
really?
so at first, when
Like
the officers pulled up at the house, I'm like, all right, cool. I already been through this before, like in Mexico. They're gonna come. My haters told them a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna investigate everybody. They're gonna find out it's not true, and they're gonna let us go. Boom. So I already knew that was gonna happen. Nah, not Nicaragua. So Nicaragua treats me as if I did the shit. You know what I'm saying? They locked me up like I did it.
Swatting in Panama, December 4th, 2019. But Panama police swat us while we're at the beach. They had everyone get on their knees with their hands in the air. They took us all to the police station, but only arrested Mr. Bishop and a few others. Once the police find no actual evidence of the false allegations our critics put online, their solution is to deport us back to the United States. Eligio spends 4 days in Panama jail until he is deported.
Like he was
Swatting in Hawaii, June 11th, 2020. In Hawaii, our online critics sent their clipped up videos to Hawaiian police, which then led to us being harassed by the Hawaiian people.
He was messing with them turtles. Number one, he wasn't complying with the pandemic. I ain't gonna say the big C word, because we can't say that on YouTube. You wasn't complying with the rules of Hawaii. You're supposed to stay inside your Airbnb until they came and checked things out, made sure that you checked out before you could be in the public around the people in the community. And you guys wouldn't answer the phone. You wasn't in compliance, and you was out there messing with the turtles when it was a big sign saying don't touch the turtles. They didn't even know if you had the big C with the pandemic going on. You was just doing your own thing. And that's how you ended up getting deported back to where you started from, because they said you're not coming out here with that mess. And even if the local authorities didn't escort you out of there, that biker club, that biker gang, they was gonna get you out of there. And you probably would have left in a body bag, unalived. So they did you a favor. They didn't want no bloodshed in their country, island. So you had to go. Because you came over there acting a fool, and they had to let you know who the boss was.
Get off this island, dog.
You're our fucking island.
Yeah,
because you don't fucking belong here. You don't respect our
You
culture.
trying to be like me? I'm trying to be like you.
I don't want to hear all that cussing now.
What's going on with those?
I didn't upload any video. I have trolls that follow me.
Okay.
Right? And they be trolling me. Everything I do, they be trolling.
The police then told him to leave the island. After swatting in Puerto Rico, it then starts in DeKalb County, Decatur, Georgia.
Oh boy, here we go.
Next, you will see critics calling DeKalb County police making false reports on Mr. Bishop. It will also show police body cam visuals of them coming to his home multiple times.
I don't know. I was going through the call history out here. It's like it's you almost all the time. It's the same phone number.
We have a lot of. This isn't the first time that this has happened. We have online people online trolls that keep calling, harassing them.
Yeah, trolls online. My name is Neytiri. I'm an online guy.
My name is Neytiri.
Bishop.
Huh?
Bishop.
Yeah. So the trolls online, they keep calling the cops just to get attention to us so that they can.
Well, let me ask you a question, because it seems to be, because I was doing a little research on the way over, seems to be one person. Do you know who that one person might be?
Well, there's a group of people. It's probably World News. A dude named World News.
Well, it's the same. It's, on most of these calls, it's the same phone number, which leads me to believe it's the same person that's doing it.
Yeah, they're trolling us. They're just doing that to troll us.
How do they know where you reside now? How did they track down your address?
Because he tells them.
House,
He tells them.
Like things that look, you know what I'm saying, similar, and they look up online, and then they find your address, and they post it online, and they play with you. Like,
Well,
come in and check if y'all want. We ain't got
Are you sure then that way we can maybe add comments so this doesn't keep happening constantly? So everyone's safe here, right?
Everybody's safe.
Everyone's free to leave whenever they want.
Absolutely.
They just be playing with us online.
Yeah.
I'm going to add some comments to the call, so maybe if the next officer that gets a call can see the comments and is aware, okay?
Right.
So
I'd rather y'all come in and check and see that the trolls is playing with our life. Right? If you go to Nature Boy on here, you'll see that people make money off talking about us. But this is my classes and everything. But look, right? If you just put Nature Boy in here, there's people that watch us and they say little things. It's trolls. Like they say stuff about, like if I'm online talking and teaching,
They'll clip 1 minute.
they'll clip 1 minute of it and be like,
take it out of context, kind of.
rumors. So it's a whole thing. It's like a whole community.
yourself.
It's like a little small percentage of people that don't like me. And so they'll order food or they'll send the cops. It's just trolls. They haven't seen us in a couple of days because we've been like falling back. And
actually, it said that. It said they haven't heard from her into that, but they did. But
Well, pretty much we all have seen these videos, so I'm not gonna overkill it. I know there's gonna be plenty of channel holders that are gonna get a hold of this big go recording off of somebody else's channel, and they're going to beat it in your head for about 5-6 hours. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't be on here for 5-6 hours unless it's that interesting, the conversation, and I just lose track of time. But I just want to pretty much give you just a little taste or glimpse of what's going on currently with Jaguar Wright, and now with Nature Boy coming out the woodwork using his wives to clear his name again. And I don't know where it's coming from. The man then picked up another charge. His wives are now co-defendants. That means they were charged. They must have got arrested. They may have got bailed out, but they are co-defendants to him trying to allegedly smuggle drugs into the prison that he's at. He had a bond on the second charge, the drug charge. That wasn't denied. They set the bond at $15,000. The R bond was denied. He's in trouble. And I think at this point he has nothing to lose. So even if legal counsel tells him not to talk, he's going to talk because he has nothing to lose. He probably feels in his own mind, I'm going to probably do some time anyways. And that also goes to show he lied in the first place that he's been in prison. Because if you've been in prison, you should know some of the law. Anyone who's done a bid, they're better than legal counsel. Like, lawyers and attorneys. There's a lot of things he could have done to probably be out even earlier. Speedy trial. Just say you're guilty. Yeah, you might have to register as a offender. But hey, some of these things you did do. Maybe not to the extent of what you're being accused of, but you're not innocent. In one way or another, karma came back on you. And that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. So it says, SL, what you think happened to lawyer? What I think, I'm gonna tell you what I think happened to lawyer, and it's only from that short news article in Common Sense. But I'm gonna, to make my channel safe and myself, I'm gonna say in my opinion. But what I'm saying to you, in my opinion, is what it is. But to make it safe, because you can't go around with allegations of something that you don't know for sure. But from what I read, Naturally Me, it was number one. It immediately was it was put down as a homicide. When the cops went in there and they seen all of what was going on in that house, the little fires that were started all around the house, they found that body unalived, which was Loyal's. Loyal was already unalived in that house. And that fire started because he did not get burnt in the fire. He didn't succumb to the fire, smoke. That fire had nothing to do with Loyal being unalived. Somebody unalived Loyal and started that fire to get rid of the evidence. And that is exactly why they are calling it a homicide. That's exactly why they're calling it a homicide. Immediately they just said homicide. And sometimes they change it to homicide. They knew when they went in that house, just the way everything was set up and how they found one body unalived in that house, and suspiciousness, it was a homicide. Immediately they labeled it a homicide. And I labeled it a homicide before I even read homicide in the article, because it just seemed like, from what I read, that they were saying he was already unalived in that house and somebody started that fire on purpose, and I believe it would be to get rid of the evidence. So yes, that's my opinion. And honestly, trust me, it's not my opinion, but to save myself and my channel, keep myself safe, because you can't go around saying that is what the truth is, because you just can't do that. That's being irresponsible, but yeah, that's what happened. And again, in my opinion, he was already unalived, and they try to burn that house down to get rid of the evidence, and they didn't. So, and I also can tell you, in my opinion, whoever did that to him, trust me, ain't gonna take long for them to find him, because they thought they were gonna burn the house down so they didn't have to clean up the evidence or do anything. His father's cleaning up the evidence, and it is probably a whole bunch of evidence leading to who is the suspect, and they'll find them, and there will be definitely an update of an arrest real soon, and I definitely will update you guys when that happens. I know what you know what I'm saying, sis? So yeah, it's an eerie, scary. When I talk about it, it just gives me chills because it's just too much going on right now. Demonic stuff between Jaguar Wright and Toni. Neytiri about to have a baby. I feel like they're trying to get at her because they don't want her to celebrate. Velvet, Neytiri, and Solar. Then Loyal. It's just too much going on. It's just too much going on. You know, I hope things get better for everybody, and I hope people start to heal. I hope people start to respect when people say you got to get off this social media and heal first. Then come on here and give some advice of, you know, what you lived through. I really hope that they start to listen to that. But thank you for the hearts. Yes, thank you. I love those hearts. Let me put some hearts up in there. Ain't that many people in the live today. I don't know what's going on today. This is real strange how this live went. I don't know what went wrong. Because even though I haven't been on here in a minute, nah, I ain't never had no live this slow. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been on here for about an hour and it still hasn't picked up. But like I said, I'm gonna get more consistent. I'm gonna get back more consistent again. I just gotta stay consistent. And the more I don't stay consistent, the more I'm gonna keep going through this. I'm trying to get the message out to as many people as I can. But if I don't stay consistent, YouTube ain't gonna give me that offering. So stay on me. Y'all check in with me when I ain't on here, see what's going on, and just remind me. You gotta be up on here, sis. We gotta hear your commentary. Janine, whatever you do, if you're watching, stay away and stay safe. Exactly. And stay safe. Because when I seen what happened to Loyal, Loyal, I don't bring that past nobody. I'm trying to tell you. Says I've been watching SL just on my TV. Okay, that's what's up, Stephen Washington. That's what's up. They keep shadow banning. I'm telling you. Yeah, big time. You know, it upsets me because I've been on here for years. And I used to be consistent for years and never took no days off, 7 days a week. I've deleted over 2,000 videos. I know y'all know a lot of my videos are gone. I've deleted them. So between me deleting mad videos, at least about 2,000. You know, because YouTube's rules change a lot. So to keep myself safe, I'd rather I delete them in mass bulk. But between me deleting videos in mass bulk over the years, once a year, maybe deleting a couple of 100 videos, and then I start being consistent the end of last year and the beginning of this year. Yeah, YouTube is bringing it to me. But you know, sometimes you gotta check out from this. And it took me years to check out from this. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't just check out from this when I first started doing this in 2019. I checked out from this years later. So, you know, you would think that YouTube would cut me a break, but I gotta work my way back to where I gotta be. So it'll take me about a week and a half, and consistency, y'all will be coming through here again and chopping it up with me. So they want you up here 24. I'm trying to tell you, and if you don't know, I'm glad you know that, Steven, because that's exactly what they want. And see, they're your friend when you're up here 24/7. As soon as you start wanting to do other things, and it's not about YouTube and putting up 3 and 4 videos, then they don't know you no more. I don't know why SL has great commentary and she's actually active with the subscribers and better leave. Thank you, sis. Mwah. Thank you, Naturally Me. But yeah, I've been on here a little bit over an hour, and I was trying to wait for the crowd to come in, you know, but it is what it is. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm going to be on here tomorrow. Again, it might not be a live. It might be commentary premiere, but it'll be definitely be some commentary on some updates of what's going on in this wacky, quacky community. So y'all stay blessed. I love y'all, and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all.